Greetings and welcome, bienvenidos, to the Science Enrichment Preparation Program Information Session. I'm Dr. Paula Borden, and I serve as the director for the S.E.P program and as co-director for the HCAP office. The purpose of today's video clip is to talk a little bit about S.E.P and what is the program all about, why you should apply to the program, and how you'll grow from the program via your participation. We're also going to be creating other video clips that will highlight the application process, what are the different components or layers to the application, as well as tips and tricks or recommendations, frequently asked questions that we receive from students that we just want to address and provide at your fingertips. So we put together a few video clips that hopefully will be helpful information to you, but our door is always open if you're in the area to come by our office, and we're more than happy to speak with you more about S.E.P, or we're just one email or phone call away as well should you have questions. So with that being said, I'd love to share some brief information with you about S.E.P. So S.E.P is our acronym for the Science Enrichment Preparation Program. It's been based on the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill's campus now since the 70s, and over 85% of our program alumni are either practicing healthcare professionals or they are on the path to earning their degrees in those professions. So we feel very good in terms of the data and the efficacy of the program as well. So what is S.E.P all about? So S.E.P in a nutshell is all about helping students to gain the competitive edge, or I like to say to enhance the skill sets that they already have within their toolkit, right? To be competitive applicants for medical school or dental school. It's 8 weeks. It is a residential program, so you will live on the UNC Chapel Hill campus over the course of the 8-week program. And over the course of those 8 weeks, students take 4 science courses. Those courses are physics, organic chemistry, human physiology, and a quantitative biostatistics course. We offer those courses because those are prerequisites to almost every medical school and every dental school that you would apply. And the purpose of the program really is twofold. One is that because our focus is to recruit rising sophomores or juniors, meaning if you are a first-year student or if you're a second-year student, this would be the ideal time for you to apply to S.E.P. And we recruit for those two kind of classifications because we want to get you early on in your undergraduate studies. Because most of our S.E.P students have not taken classes in physics and orgo and human physiology and the quantitative biostatistics. So maybe you've taken one, perhaps you've taken 2, but the curriculum for the most part is still very new to you. So the purpose of the program is to expose you to the language and the mechanics and the rigor of those courses being taught by our professors, and to be quizzed and tested just like you would be in summer school. So part of the beauty of the program, again, is that you're getting an introduction to the curriculum so that you have a strong command in the language and the mechanics of those science courses. And the second part of that is that you can use your transcript that you would earn at the end of the program and upload that to every medical school and dental school that you apply in the United States, which is very powerful. So something that I always share with my students is that, like, the students that I have a chance to work with every day are like bright, talented, well-rounded, just great individuals. But what I always like to remind them is that, they're bright, talented, and well-rounded students, not only on this campus across the great state of North Carolina, but also across the United States and internationally. So you always need to be thinking about what you can do for your application to stand out and what you can just do in general to grow as a scholar and to grow as an individual. So the S.E.P program is really designed to help you to do that. The way that you come in the program and the way that you leave at the end of the program, you should really be a different person. You've really grown a lot from the experience. Growth is something that we all strive for and we all work hard towards. And sometimes it's comfortable and sometimes it's really uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, it helps us to be a better person. And that's the purpose of the S.E.P program, is to support you during that growth. So those are the 4 science courses that you would take. They're not optional. You can't pick and choose one versus the other. You have to take all 4 courses simultaneously during the program. Now, in addition to the coursework, we also, research shows that the earlier that students like yourselves are exposed to the MCAT and the DAT, so the MCAT is the admissions test that you have to take in order to be admitted into medical school, and the DAT is the admissions test that you have to take in order to be admitted into dental school. So no matter what, you're going to have to take them. You have to take one of the two, depending on what your area of interest might be. So the purpose of the program is to, in a very kind of formal way, to expose you to those tests. You will take practice tests. You will have teachers, instructors who will go over the curriculum with you. You will learn test taking strategies. And it's all about making sure that you're getting an introduction and you're being well-informed scholars in terms of the mechanics of the MCAT as well as the DAT. That is a course in and of itself. So over the course of the 8 weeks, you're taking those 4 science courses that I talked about, and then you're also taking a formal MCAT or DAT course based on your pathway of choice. So those are the academic components for the S.E.P program. Now, in terms of the application process and who we may give preference to, we give preference to in-state students. Now, that doesn't mean if you're an out-of-state student that you should not apply to S.E.P. You should still apply, but we do give preference to residents of the state of North Carolina. And the program is also designed to increase students who come from rural communities across the state of North Carolina. Any student that is the first generation, so they'll be the first in their families, which is a huge deal and benchmark in life, the first in their families to earn a college degree. They may come from a lower socioeconomic background, so your parent or guardian has a financial hardship, and or you are considered to be an underrepresented minority in medicine and dentistry. That's specifically focused on African American, Latinx, and Native American students. So if you fit within one of those demographics, then you should be applying to the program. And again, you should be a first or a second year student at UNC or at any institution. So you don't have to be a UNC student to apply to the S.E.P program. Again, we are an 8-week program. So the program dates for 2023 are May the 24th through July the 21st. So that's when the program will be taking place. And for those of you that may be far away and are admitted into the program, you don't have to worry about where you're going to stay or how to secure housing, because we'll take care of everything for you prior to your arrival. So we're residential, you'll live on campus, we'll make sure that you settle in safely, and it will be a wonderful experience for you. But again, the program dates are May 24th through July the 11th. So some of the cool things that you'll have an opportunity to do during your S.E.P experience include, I'm going to share my screen briefly. So you will study, your classes will be in the Adams School of Dentistry. And if you're pre-dental, that's really cool because you'll be studying in the dental school that ideally you'll be attending in the future. We also expose our students to UNC's School of Medicine. So you'll have lots of opportunities to also walk through the hallways of the School of Medicine. So we're just providing you a few visuals so you'll be able to see virtually some of the cool buildings that you'll be walking into. When you apply to the program and when you come for orientation, you'll be coming to the Student and Academic Services Building South. So that's my work home, right? That's the CHEOP, where the CHEOP office is located, and we're on the 2nd floor. And for short, we called our building S.E.P, so the Student and Academic Services Building. So this is a little photo, we wanted to share in terms of our home sweet home, our work home, and where you'll be staying. So we already know where you'll be staying for the summer. You'll be in Horton Residence Hall. That's a picture of Horton. It's a traditional, residence hall setup, dormitory setup. And we are so excited to be able to welcome you to campus on May 24th. And you'll move in Horton Residence Hall. Then you'll walk over to S.E.P and you'll get your textbooks and everything that you'll need in order to start your classes. And then finally, I talked about test prep. So you will have coursework preparation in the DAT, the dental admissions test, as well as the MCAT, which I shared earlier is the medical college admissions test that's required for admission into medical school as well as into dental school. So that's a little bit about S.E.P. So again, 8-week residential program. You'll take classes in physics, organic chemistry, human physiology, and a quantitative biostatistics course. You will receive test preparation based on your track of choice, which is either pre-med or pre-dental. You'll also have the opportunity to participate if you're pre-dental in dental laboratory classes, where you'll do hands-on activities such as impressions. For our pre-med students, you'll be doing cool activities like suturing workshops, where we get you simulated skin and you'll be able to pretend like you're stitching a patient. There are all kinds of very neat and fun hands-on ways to learn, and that's a big part of the S.E.P program as well. And we'll also expose you via networking opportunities, so you'll have a chance to meet with current admissions committee members, with current med students and dental students, to ask them questions. And those individuals represent UNC, Duke. We also partner a lot with Howard and Meharry, just a number of outstanding institutions, some based in North Carolina and some that are based out of state as well. So hopefully that helps to provide you a bit of an overview of S.E.P. It is a rigorous program, but it's also a lot of fun. It's a great way for you to be around like-minded students, individuals who are just as passionate as you are about pursuing medicine and dentistry, individuals who want to be culturally competent healthcare professionals who know what healthcare disparities are and will advocate for those from disadvantaged and marginalized populations. So I hope you found this video to be very helpful. Should you have questions, do not hesitate to contact our office, to send us an email or to call us. You can visit our website to learn more about information. And I hope you'll stay tuned so that you can learn more about the application process, as well as to learn more about some of the tricks and the recommendations and frequently asked questions that we experience from students on a day-to-day basis. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.